Australian politics in the headlines again. Star Wars sets a date, Minecraft gets real-world blocks, Dota hits fresh drama, Twisted Metal heads to the big screen, and we get a new look at Mass Effect 3, all in this edition of Player Attack. Hi, I'm Jessica Citizen. Welcome to the first episode of Player Attack. This week, it's Australian politics making headlines once again, finally, for all the right reasons. Home Affairs Minister Jason Clare has officially introduced legislation to the Australian Parliament which will see an R18 adults-only classification made law on January 1st, 2013. The move will bring the Australian computer game classification categories into line with those currently used to classify film, and it will finally mean Australia can use a similar rating system to those used in many countries overseas. The January 1st date may be a little optimistic, however, despite the minister's best intentions. It didn't take long for the federal opposition to propose an inquiry into the proposed legislation, and if that doesn't move quickly, we won't get our rating in time. Also in Australia, RPG fans are celebrating with the news that Star Wars: The Old Republic will arrive on local shelves starting March 1st. Now, most people who want to check out the new BioWare LucasArts blockbuster have already done so, thanks to the wonders of region-free online ordering. But the Southeast Asian launch brings with it something very special: local regional servers. The launch will bring the game into New Zealand, Hong Kong and Singapore as well, with all gamers given the opportunity to play on a new server set up specifically in Australia. If you're already playing the game but want to take advantage of a lower ping, don't fret. You will be given a free character transfer to the Asia Pacific server when it's launched next month. Heading your way a little later is Max Payne 3 from Rockstar Games, which released its second trailer this week, offering a little more story about just what Max has gotten up to in Sao Paulo.
Wake up, Max. The boss wants to see us.
I was mostly working for Rodrigo Branco, a local businessman. Built things, won awards. One of the trophies he had won was his wife. She was hot and wanted to be dangerous.
Just want my wife back.
Time to find out what was going on here.
This is Sao Paulo, brother. Could be anyone.
While most people are focusing on Mr. Payne's next adventure, there are some gamers who prefer things a little more pocket-sized. For them, there's something special in the works too. Following the success of the iOS release of Grand Theft Auto 3 last year, Rockstar is now working on a mobile adaptation of the original Max Payne. Max Payne 3 hits the PS3 and Xbox 360 in May, with a PC version following soon after. Rockstar claims that the iOS and Android versions of the original game are due out in the next couple months. In other pocket-sized news, your favourite virtual blocks are about to become your favourite real-world blocks thanks to a deal between Mojang Specifications and the LEGO Group. LEGO Minecraft Micro World is a real thing, currently available for pre-order before arriving on shelves mid-year. The initial set of blocks contains a 4-pack of biomes, some assorted terrain bits and pieces, including hidden resources tucked into the low-ground mines, and of course you do get Steve, and a tiny, terrifying creeper. The idea was first floated in December last year, and LEGO, Minecraft and retail partner Jinx are hoping to have these in gamers' hands by the North American summer. Drama of both the good kind and the bad kind has hit Valve's upcoming multiplayer action RPG Dota 2. The good news sees developer Eric Johnson announcing that the game will feature LAN support, meaning that offline multiplayer is not only possible but encouraged. The decision, which goes against current trends, is part of the company's efforts to make the game even more appealing to the Chinese market, home to the largest Dota audience in the world. The bad news? It might not be called Dota by the time it arrives, with rival company Blizzard taking court action to prevent Valve from using the name. Blizzard claims that, since the Defense of the Ancients mod was first created in Warcraft 3, and based on a StarCraft map, the name Dota is associated specifically with Blizzard's work and not just a gameplay style. Adding further confusion and perhaps prompting the court case, a recent earnings call suggests that Blizzard is planning to release its multiplayer action RPG, Blizzard Dota, as a standalone retail product a little later this year. If anyone still claims that indie game developers don't make any money, this story should put them in their places. Dear Esther is an artistic experimental PC game which was expected to have a certain niche appeal when it launched on Steam earlier this week. Within just a few hours of its launch, however, financial backer Indie Fund, along with developers The Chinese Room, realised they were onto something far bigger than they'd anticipated. The game recouped its $55,000 financial backing and turned a tidy profit, and it did it all within 6 hours of its official release. In completely different news, fans of violence, vehicles and a bit of mindless action are in luck, not just because Twisted Metal launched this week in North America, but because the franchise is also making its way to the big screen. Hollywood producers Avi and Ari Arad have approached Brian Taylor, one half of the team who made Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance as well as both Crank films, to write and direct an adaptation of the longest-running PlayStation franchise. It's anticipated that the film will include an underground event where combatants fight to the death. Calypso is set to feature heavily as the proprietor of the race, while Dollface and psychotic clown Sweet Tooth are also expected to appear. Given the nature of the cutscenes included in the games, disturbing to the point where many were removed completely for European audiences, this movie should be quite a treat if you're into that sort of thing. Finally this week though, a treat for everybody. Electronic Arts and BioWare have tipped their caps to gamers and fans of the female form, releasing a trailer for Mass Effect 3, dedicated completely to the one and only femshep.
The shit you've done, any other soldier would have been tried, court-martialed, and discharged.
That way they grounded me, took away my ship?
None of them have seen what you've seen. You've been there, in the trenches, fighting them. You know what they're capable of.
What do we do?
I know a thing or two about killing Reapers. This isn't about strategy or tactics. This is about survival. I'm hit! The Reapers are here.
If you've been waiting to step into Commander Shepard's boots, now's your chance. The demo version of Mass Effect 3 is available right now, with the full game due out in mid-March. For the full version of those trailers, or for more information on any of these stories, head to playerattack.com. See you there. I'm Jessica Citizen, and this is Player Attack.